Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 40 of my Throt the Unclean Immortal Empires campaign. In today's episode, the Vermintide continued to sweep across the Empire, and so we are here for some slow motion charges as we claim Grunberg back for the rats. Let's get the battle going. We will just immediately lock and charge everyone in. I thought they were going to be given targets a little bit smarter than that, but turns out no. I was wrong. In they rush. We will give them better targets than we currently have. You two go after the crossbows in the back. Rat Ogres are actually outpacing the group that I didn't think they would. Big surprise. Everyone finds someone to nom-nom on. Gorich, there's some crossbowmen for you. Let's summon in some rats. They burst from the ground. Alright, wolf rats. Get going. Find you a target. I go get those peasant bowmen, shoot. You go get the boss. Oh, not remoldered. I want you to explode a path. Keep remoldered going and then summon in some ogres. And here comes everyone else. You and Rat Ogre go get the Zitler's Reichsguard. And let the slaughter commence. Look at him charge. Actually, go slow-mo. Thank you. Look at him charging in the background there as it disregards my orders. Oh, looks like you're in the middle of a good group of them. Let's go ahead and pop in all your abilities and blend them up. The slow motion blender. Oh, go. Yeah, that would do exactly what you expect it to. Just all of the damage. Call down some lightning, why not? Get to use some abilities we usually forget to. Have the Brute Horror charge in on these spearmen, you as well. There are so many of them in one spot. We'll heal everyone here. Looks like they're actually getting hurt by those Reichsguard, because Reichsguard don't play. We don't even need our Plague Priest, although I'd like to use him. You guys charge around, go get on these Great Cannons, please.
To me, my pets.
My Packmaster is continuing to do nothing. Get on and then these Swordsmen. Plague Priest, let's drop down an Overcast Wither on this position, please. Oh yeah. It is very concerning that he says allied with. We'll take the UI away. Just an absolute smashing. And even some peasant bowmen from Britonia showed up to die. The lady would be proud. A marvelous victory. They did bring the Hunters of Witches and the Reichsguards. I mean, they brought some Regiments of Renown, but at this point, they are nothing. And we'll just go ahead and claim this one back. I don't know if we can take it all the way to tier 3. I'll just take it to tier... Yeah, 3 works for me. I'd like to hit for food for a moment. Plus, Grunberg has the actual farm that'll increase our food generated period, so very important. Over Uber's Reich, we will upgrade these buildings because it doesn't have anything else for us. It's all for the Empire.
I will not.
You will not, huh? Volkmar has been evicted from the south, looks like. Violently. Tactique, we'll give you a specialist.
It's alive.
Gorich here. I guess specialist as well. So whenever we do have him use a ability, it'll be a bit cheaper. Alright, you are going to continue to recruit up. Death Globes, that was not the best way to do that. But now you'll have some, which will be lots of fun. Lower Lorne Forest is going to recruit up again. We'll get back there and deal with that. So Skrulk, time to crush the Black Pit. We'll give this one to auto-resolve. Lost a little bit more than I would have wanted. So actually, we'll allow them to recruit up because we did weaken them, and then we will claim this settlement. Do it at tier 2, all the way to tier 3. Sold.
Take.
Yeah, because the Black Pit is the provincial capital here, so looking a little bit to tier 3. And not a lot of gold left, so I guess we'll just go for the arcane generators, but we need to be able to defend, so... can't afford walls. Walls are too expensive. Generators it is. Scroll will be in charge of defending. Alright, the Emperor is somewhere down here, though he may be moving to try to stop Throt from finishing off his weakened empire. We'll bring Vomic down and get ready for the invasion on the Bone Rattlers. We need to get through them to go after Clan Moors in the south, so we shall do so. Archaon's hiding out in the ocean. Can we get him out there? Ooh, we could. What are you using that's really very scary? Trolls are about it. Archaon himself is obviously a terror, but I think we can handle him. And it may just give it to us in the auto-resolve, which we would happily take. Go get him, brother. Give us a Pyrrhic victory, we would lose our Skaven Slaves, Spears, Ogres, and our Dwarf Thing Menace. Alright, well, let's get in there and fight Archaon again. Bring it on, old Three Eyes. We use a couple picks of Menace below. If it'll let us max it out, I'm happy to do so. Let's get in there. Alright, start deployment. The only obvious concern is that this man has very, very many win cons rolling with him all at the same time here. So we want to be careful. We've got... spread out very wide, too. They're going to kind of sweep in from both sides no matter what we do. Alright, we'll make it work. Let's set up the... I say we set up on this side because they actually get funneled in through the cliffs over here and all through the water. We'll have the miniguns set up over here. Not take it down that far. That removes a little bit too much. Pull them back a smidge. Kind of have it a little bit layered. A little bit.
Ready?
Yeah, pretty good fire arcs across the board there, so we'll keep them here. And in guard mode, and then we'll have the warp grinders out front just to kind of act as a stop block for all those big boys. They're not going to last long, but they will last for a moment at the very least. And then we'll have Skaven Slaves probably over here. We'll figure out what we're doing with them in a moment. As we may just have this force acting as a distraction while we weaken the other, because there's so many very fast heavy hitters.
Ready.
Pump them up a little bit more so they don't have to move around as much when they rotate. We'll have the ogres kind of sitting in the middle here. Up a little bit to group them up. There we go. Hear us.
What orders?
Not many here do. Can't. Hate to break it to you.
Guide us, horned one.
Grab you guys and drag you around.
Ready. Council's command.
They aren't going to last long, and that is for sure. All right, we'll have our artillery set up. Should be able to just blast away at them. We'll have you guys set up a little bit closer because you don't have as much range. Has them about equal now. Warp firing with the miniguns. All the Skaven Slaves group and locked. Well, not locked, but grouped. Dwarf Thing Menace, everyone. We'll have the Dwarf Thing Menace back behind. You hang out there, and then we'll have the Wheels of Doom rolling with the Lord. Alright, Archaon. Time to get embarrassed again. Keep the miniguns up just a little bit here. Grow big, grow powerful. Who can we weaken more? They're the Knights of the Brazen Throne on this side. That sounds like a nightmare. Although they may be the best ones for us to try to weaken before they get closer. Just because they will cause us all sorts of problems. Hey, maybe don't get in each other's way. These wheels struggle with teamwork quite a bit. There we go, charge on in. No one should bother them as they move.
Slingers.
Slings up
Very
a
good,
little bit
master.
there. Ooh, a Spirit Leech.
Warlock master.
Yeah, we don't want to take those for free. Our Lord is much more important than the Wheels of Doom there. Once we get a little bit closer, we'll activate the Brass Orb. These throwing axes are going to hurt. That Brass Orb away. You keep charging right in. I'm going to switch targets to the one in the back. And then you hit these guys in the front. We are going to summon in Clan Rats just to bog them down for a moment. We're going to need to pull him out. Whoa, what just happened? Those axes were invisible for a moment. They did all the damage. Drop a Cleansing Ruin. They may be right. We may be about to lose the Wheels of Doom there. Lots of big, heavy boys coming in to stop him. Run, run. Alright, this didn't work out very well at all. They charged in and took an absolute ton of damage from the Knights there. Which, fair enough. Knights of the Brazen Throne don't play. Should at least do plenty of damage. There we go. Lightning our own boys to death. Yep, let's pull on back. Time to get back towards the rest of the troops. Took a lot of damage from that charge there. Get another Spear Leech down, unfortunately. Cool deal. Keep coming this way. Your Doom Wheel's not actually that quick. Good shots going in, as long as we can hit the trolls. Those guys really don't like losing any of their... No. See, don't scoot forward. Stay where you're at. Should be in minigun range soon. Let's summon in some Clan Rats to stop them from charging past. All slings focus these Knights, and you stop them if you can. You're not going to stop them for long, but hold them in place. What's going on over here? Let's bring you to help out. Those axes are going to hurt. Beautiful. Knights of Immolation are learning what miniguns feel like. The answer is not good. Another Spear Leech going down on our beautiful Wheels of Doom, sadly. Yeah, Focus Fire is doing work. Pop in the damage resistance, and then... I mean, we could give them Death Frenzy. Let's pull out of there, though, because here come the scary boys. They all want to fight. We will drop in Brass Orb, sacrifice those slaves, and run. These guys are pretty lightly armored. Those rocks in. Alright, here comes the metal. We're going to need some help now. Cast a Doom Rocket up here, these Marauders. Save for just a moment there. Skaven Slaves are about to have their worst time. We want to save that summon. Come on back this way. Work together on these Demonettes. Here comes the Everchosen. Blast him with fire. We can get some lightning there as they charge up. Go ahead and stop them from moving. I didn't really mean to use the Warp Quake, but it worked out that way. Let's bring the Doom Wheel over. The minigun focus firing very nicely. Run away. Warp Fire, do not switch targets because you'll get obliterated there. Alright, let's get away. Bring you away as well. Yeah, we need you to not be fighting with Archaon. We also need to keep them away from you. Ow, that magic hurts. Our ogres are having some trouble here. Let's give them some heals. We expected them to have some trouble. These slings they held admirably. Come on over here against these Chaos Trolls. Blasting away with that fire. And you're actually doing an alright job staying away from Archaon. Wheels of Doom needs some help. Pull it away. Oh, we stopped him cold. We got him. The Ever-Chosen is caught in a minigun crossfire here. Get everyone firing in on him. Annihilate. Ever-Chosen, no more. I don't know how many times we have to keep teaching you this lesson, old man. He is absorbing these shots like an absolute pro, though. And down he goes. Dorger is not bulletproof. Alright, let's get these... They continue to fire in on some clan rats who don't deserve it, but they're getting what they get. Rotate the boys. The weapons teams performed very admirably. And with the death of Archaon, the rest of the force will soon break. Let's get these slingers away. No reason to lose them for free. You keep chasing units that will not be coming back. Get you out of that crossfire there. That's free damage you don't deserve. No reason to have them. They'll die. Just keep chasing troops. Get some more damage in. I was going to let the miniguns and flamethrowers deal with the spawn that are moving in. Spawn over weapons teams.
Tech moving.
Look at the clan rats. They're having the worst. Oh, you got one. Well done there, buddy. Greg, the clan rat. Look at him run. He's got another target in mind. Promotion for you if you survive. Right, can you guys start using your flamethrowers, please? That'll make me happy. I'd love to see some warp flame flying on in. There we go. That's what we're looking for. Well, that was a really weak douse. There it is. They looked a bit... Oh, hang on. Now we're about to get charged down. Let's please stop that. Oh, or maybe not. The flamethrowers did their work. Archaon falls. A close victory is a marvelous victory against the Ever-Chosen. We will go ahead and we can get a good deal of gold for selling them off. I think we'll take the replenishment though, since we're out in the ocean and can't really retreat.
Black hunger be gone.
Black hunger be gone. We'll see. Go into March. We're not able to get much further, so we'll just stay where we're at, out on the ocean, unfortunately, not replenishing.
Prior says yes.
This lagoon. We've already got Warp Smart for all our weapon teams. Not really sure what else we need for that one, so instead we'll go for Mine All Mine to start working towards Renowned and Feared. Kevin can nearly catch up to Oluf Blood Ice. It's not the best army, but Frost Worms are always deadly with the Breath spell there. Blasts rats apart with ease. Winter Pyre. I'm happy to put in some. We're going to start off with a deeper tunnel. And then we'll throw in the Thief Hidey Hole. This is the Monolith of Flesh, right? No, this is Winter Pyre. Yeah, it's got a port, so that should start making some money before too long, so... I mean, as long as we allow it to recover. The problem is allowing it to recover gets us hurt. Let's go, yeah, we'll put in a Thief's Hidey Hole. We'll see how much it starts making over time. It is draining a bit of food, so it had better start paying back. Deathmaster is on his assassination mission. We are moving after the Monolith of Cthulhu up here to try to take down one of their other major provincial capitals. He's claimed a bit of land over here, but if we can deal the damage back and possibly hand these off, we could hand these settlements off to Bellicor now that we're good buddies with him. So we may end up deleting a lot of these undercities and just start expanding those further north where the Dark Elves are hiding. Same thing we're doing with Norman. Norman the Daft is moving on in to attack the Port of Secrets and see if we can't destroy their main way of invading us. Player the Troll King, we go ahead and chuck in a breeding pit. I foresee it being attacked next turn for sure. Vomic, go ahead and jump into ambush stance, and no one knows you're there. Kislev is undefended at the moment, but I think it'll be fine. got Ricketts the Mad up at Talabheim. He was defending against the Emperor, but I think the Emperor is going to try to hunt down Throt now. Works for me. Tretch hasn't moved. We'll get to that. Actually, we haven't even kicked off the Pestilence scheme yet. Let's use it. We've got Chant. He should be down there in the Empire.
Call me Lord Craventail.
I'm going to call you Clown Craventail. We'll leave you where you're at.
Hi, Chieftain.
Alright, Chant. I didn't actually think you would get to move. Let's send you then. Is Doddenbach the capital? Nope. I need to use him on someone to weaken their army.
Corruption.
We could just use it on... Oh, we can't use it on Volkmar. Okay, well, we'll have you scoot south and then jump on Fort Saul then. Weaken the fort.
Yes,
Yes, yes. And then we can get all our tech-stealing boys out and moving.
Scurry forward.
Steal some technology from Castle Carcassonne, and then actually I think we will probably expand the Under Empire because we can set up an attack here on the castle. It's only tier 2 at the moment, so which means whatever we spawn in from our Under Empire building should be very, very powerful in comparison. So let's go for... I don't know if increased mobility works for yourself, so we'll just go for boost income, I guess, to weaken theirs. Not the most deadly of things we could do. Our encampment got damaged by Dragrolt. An incredibly drawn-out name. Don't worry, we'll get revenge. Maybe not now, but we will eventually. Beautiful. Finally an intern. And Oluf has moved in on the lair of the Troll King, but unfortunately for this poor fool, our garrison is actually going to hold firm this time. Lark shields and brace, boys. Ooh, ouch. Barely survived, but we'll take it. We'll go ahead and enslave that group. Ooh. They will learn the error of their ways by working for us. Gain a mutant rat ogre. We haven't grabbed any of them in a while. Let's do it. Grab some anti-heroes. Bone Rattlers and Crooked Moon have confederated on up. With the Bone Rattlers coming out on top of that one. Canagir is back ready for duty. Awesome to hear, and then we have another growth vat. No, we don't. You're lying. Oh, that was a little unfortunate. 2 mutants and 2 rat ogres. Not as good as we could want, but Skrolt can have some more monsters in his army. There we go. It is just a massive force of monsters. We'll send him after Lorelorn Forest, and then we can move on over to claim Wrecker's Point if it's still available. Perfect. Lorelorn, give us a Pyrrhic victory. We can add the Razor Standard to pretty much anyone we want. Let's go on one of these bits of ogres. It's going to make us fight this one because of the auto-resolve. I think instead we'll just kind of encircle up and allow them to drain away again. The disrespect is flowing. Put in some walls and the Rattling Warrens. Bison Moon has the trade items, so we'll upgrade the walls there. Oh, Karl Franz.
Do not take me for a fool.
We're going to take you for a snack. Yeah, look, Kemperbad doesn't have that great of a garrison there, buddy. Prepare thyself. Thine kingly cheeks. Give us a valiant defeat. Yeah, it's because of all these Hellstorm rocket batteries. Those things are no joke. However, we have access to something that says no to the Hellstorm rocket battery. Are you going to have walls, or are we going to fight this one on the field? Let's see. Hurry up. Okay, so we are going to fight this one inside the walls. I don't know if that actually works in your advantage or not. Let's find out. The Slayin Emperor. He is going to be rolling with Beast Slayer instead of Galmaraz. Interesting. Beast Slayer just gives him 10 extra melee attack and weapon strength of 15%, as well as the Rune Fang. So an activated ability giving us more physical resistance and vigor. I mean, unfortunately for him, don't most of my troopers use magical attack? Yeah, you're in trouble. Let's get him. It would be a shame if your emperor got murdered. Let's start deployment. This is a very good looking city, though. Little observatory up there. Let's see where the best attack front is going to be. Got some pretty clear entry points over here, and they've got lots of spots where they're going to want to dock soldiers, which is the wrong thing for them to do. Yeah, that's where we're going to attack from. We'll send some speedier units around the other side, since those are longer corridors, and definitely good for being fired upon. I'd prefer not to be fired upon, since we are going to have to deal with the storm rocket batteries blasting away at us. Should be able to fire on a good majority of the units. We'll kind of put them in between.
Storm vermin.
Spread the storm vermin apart, because they're going to want to shoot at our storm vermin. No doubt.
Our tale is yours.
Let's group together. And then, how do we go about this? I think we want Packmaster rolling with Chieftain.
Protected by beasts.
And then we'll have 2 mutant ogres with them, as well as the brood whore. And yeah, that's good.
Kill beast pets.
The rest of these forces can be moving up the other side to cause all the problem. So we'll do Throt and Gorich together with the Hell Pit and 2 of the ogres. And then the Plague Priest can be rolling up this side. His Hell Pit Abomination. Again, 2 sets of ogres. And this lad. Let's do the thing. Alright, so first things first, just charge into these crossbowmen. Put them in the ground. Next, I think we're going to do the same thing over here. So charge in, beat down those handgunners. You get through and into those crossbowmen, please. You can beat down these swordsmen that are in your way. We may just be able to do that with a bit of plague spell. Almost. I'd like to be able to knock out this front line before they can do anything to us. Oh, it's a lot of gunfire. That hurts. Get in there. We figured it would hurt. That's fine. We just have to get in on that front line. Throt is beating down on this group. Summoning some ogres past. Avalanche mortars doing absolute work. Alright, we'll summon in some rats here, stop them in their place so they can get sprayed down with some more purple. Good grief. That is some damage. Yeah, they don't mess around at all, do they? We need some health going in over here with our ogres that are fighting those riflemen. He is doing fine, so keep bashing up these handguns. Also the Hell Pit up north. Plague Priest, where did you go, buddy? We'll drop a Wither on all of these. We don't need to take down their armor by too much, but even a little bit hurts. What's good, Carl? He's not sure what to do. The Empire falls. Keep smashing through. No reason to stop. Those spearmen can only hold back so much mass. Get in there, Gorich. Throt, we're going to have you pull through into these spearmen behind them. Hell Pit Abomination, you also pull through into the swordmen behind them. I did see Galmaraz move in this direction, so we want to be careful. He isn't even using Galmaraz. He's got something inferior. Alright, they've decided that that artillery piece is indeed a threat to them and their survival. They've got 2 artillery pieces blasting away at them. They've earned themselves quite the reputation. Those Skaven are already shutting down that Hellstorm rocket battery, though. Send this group of rat ogres after you guys. They may be the one that disintegrates, though, so we want to be careful. Keep them in here. The Emperor is here. Activate all the abilities, give him some new friends. Shouldn't have activated that last one, that was a bit foolish, but will give us the heal. All that bonus V-Large is going to help out, for sure. Slaughter him. You an acid out of the mouth. Heals going down. Most of these units are retreating for their lives. Keep smashing through, ogres. I'm going to stop these handgunners from escaping. Now they're still firing. Oh, they were for a moment. Luckily, they're having a really hard time hitting them. I'm not upset about it at all. We will start moving our boys forward. Just realized I completely forgot about this entire team. Get in there, dudes. They chased off that group of archers, no problem. Those ogres are having a bit of a bad time there. Charging on this next group. This Elfin Abomination needs to move in on these rocket batteries. Shut the rocket batteries down. Move together if you can. Be smart with it. Witch Hunter needs some evicting. Move you around. Crossbows firing there. Let's stop this rocket battery if we can. Yeah, they're getting a bit more accurate. They're starting to hit our avalanche. Pull you off to the same, or to the side there. You jump on this group of archers. He is already slaughtering them. Summoning some rats to help out. As soon as they're in, we can send them after the rocket battery. So the group can jump on these handguns. I hit him with the shot collar too. Make him extra strong. Slow it down and get some wolf rat charge. There's a lot going on in this battle. We'd like to see all of it. Oh, a man lost his head. That's what we like to call a pocket snack. Oh yeah, no, they're having the worst time. We'll speed it back on up. I realize we want to check out what's going on in some of the other parts of the map there, so we'll swing on over. Plague Priest is crashing in, not really where he wants to be. Can't really cast that where we want to. We will have to drop a Plague just right there. He can hold in, no problem. Looks like we missed the death of the Emperor, unless he retreated. I'm looking for a Flappy Boy. Oh, he just found someone else to fight. And he's going to choose the wrong target regardless there. Keep Throt moving. Have the Remolder popped off on these pit fighters. Permanus Valor to knock him around. Actually, let's charge through. Forget that. We'll fight somewhere else. Still on slow-mo. Don't like that for the fighting. Stop these handguns here. Guys, charge on in. Halberds take the point. You kill this group. And you guys move up and claim this point. But it's already far too late for our enemy here. Slam on in. Use those abilities. Verminous Valor to bust him up. Get some heals on these two. Not the most important target to use it on, but it'll do. Once he lands in, we'll explode the ability. Annihilating that unit of spearmen.
Creature killer, ready.
Yeah, most of them have already retreated. Never to come on back. Looks like the Emperor is either retreated or dead. Death is his death claw. Unfortunately, the Emperor found Gorich to be too much. Champion of Khorne. They be like that. And with the death of the Emperor, the defenders break. Only to be hunted down as snacks. And a outstanding victory. The Emperor falls. All of his Hellstorm batteries did almost nothing. We're lucky they missed their shots. They did very, very inaccurate fire there. We will sack Kemperbad because if we claim it yet, we don't get to grab the Harvest the Man things west there. So we gain the Reichshammer, extra experience gain for all of our units in the army. We are already pretty well maxed out though, so that's not great. We'll start raiding. Are we in Kemperbad?
Not yet.
I think he is. We're sitting at 17,000 gold in the treasury at the moment. We could upgrade the defenses at Crudenwald. I think we will. Brass Keep, we can upgrade the warp turbine plant, which is a good deal of our gold. But extra research is always good. Corm, we'll see if we can wipe out Hela here. See if you can wound him. Get him on out of there. Kevin has chased off. Oh, are they invisible? Don't run. Accept your fate. Yeah, who knows where they went. Probably an ambush somewhere, or they sprinted back up north. Either way, we're going to start stealing some more technology if we can. Well done.
Chaos army is bad, weak.
And then we can jump on the Monolith of Katam. Is that Nkari fighting for one of the Warriors of Chaos? Very interesting. Alright, so it's going to give us a valiant defeat here. If we scout out the terrain, it's looking like... several entrances on in, just a very few, or at least very small choke points. But we have beasties and slings. They don't have a lot of range. I think we should have no problem munching on them on up. We will grab a couple uses a menace below. I think we'll grab 3 or 4. They've got 4 range units. We'll grab 4 then. And then we charge on in. Alright, let's start the deployment and see what we've got to work with. Man, we haven't gotten to raid one of the Chaos settlements since about the Demon Prince playthrough. Let's get this going. Alright, we've got the Escape and Slave slings. Good idea to keep them where they can bombard over the top. Kind of where they're at now. They are going to be the distraction squad. We'll have you all forward. The one that can deploy even more forward will allow them to be fodder. Got our runners rolling with Snicketch. We'll kind of keep them all the way over here. Our Plague Priest will be up with the fodder team, and then we'll have the Hell Pit Abomination. Well, maybe not. We'll have them rolling together. Hell Pit Abominations with the Plague Priest. And all the Rat Ogres can roll in behind. Mutant a little bit further back, and then we'll have the Wolf Rats, who are going to be not a lot of use, but to grab different zones there. That'll do. Let's get the battle going. Hopefully they will absorb all of that fire for free. Bring you almost inside the settlement, but not quite, so they can kind of sling on and over. We'll let them spread out a little bit as they want. They could just going to be invisible, so let's use that to claim this point and see how our enemies react. We'll have the Wolf Rats come on over and grab this position here. We'll have one of them stay here. Keep them worried about it. It's targeting exactly who we want it to. Well, the ones back here at least. Bring all the spears around. Yeah, let's see how they're reacting. Looks like they're going to put up a barricade there. Not a bad idea. It stops us pretty much cold. That's going to go up now. Claiming this position. They're going to all kind of rotate and figure out what's going on. I'm happy to let them be confused for a moment. Bring the slings over so they can cause problems. Stop up the wall there. Alright, that position belongs to us. Let's move on forward. Keep them concerned about these wolf rats so they don't turn and go all the way in. Have built the barricade, but we're not concerned with it. Bring you guys around. Go ahead and drop the snipe ability. Get both of these at least. Bring them in a little bit. It'll be smart though, because there are cavalrymen. Let's grab all of the big beasties, start beating down on this barricade. Once they get a little bit closer, we'll summon in some friends. guys can whatever claim that.
Spears! Quick, quick! Squeak, squeak!
We'll do it kind of layered then.
Onwards!
They would like to stop us from claiming the point. They're going to take as much damage as we can make them.
Our tail is yours! Our slingers! Spears!
Drop summon these guys, which is going to take a little bit of damage, but we'll drop down the heal, and that'll counteract it a little bit at least.
Ready now!
Bring the gutter runners in. They're fast enough they can move.
Skis are the lead!
Bring you in on these X-Men here. I allowed them to get caught. That was a mistake. Luckily, they're very, very slippery.
Ready, ready!
Kind of bring them in.
Our tail's yours!
Pull the gutter runners in. Try to cut me off. Fair enough. We'll just retreat out.
Come on! Not once!
Then once he's inside this group, we'll let the berserkers get in, and then we'll jump them.
Stab!
Good stuff. Now come on back.
Yours!
Use all that mobility to our advantage.
Orders!
There's like one wolf rat there.
Slingers!
There we go. That's working out very well. Let's stop these horse masters here. We are caught up by a bunch of unfriendlies. Let's drop an Overcast Wither. Oh, why can't you? Said drop an Overcast Wither. He must have got knocked off his feet. Through. Then with that Wither going down, we can drop a Pestilent Breath through this whole line here. Or not. He's getting knocked over. Through this whole line here. And it eviscerates them. Explode the rest. Yeah, that's nice. All the damage. Alright, the rats are chilling. Gonna use the Whirl of Weeping Blades. Make them invisible and pull on away. I allowed them to get caught. Oh, they set up a platform to keep us in. That's some nonsense. Alright, let's charge a unit in behind them then. I mean to drop the Rival High Talisman on you guys. You didn't really deserve it. Some 40 chests getting my gutter runners killed now.
Spears! Council's command!
For you guys to have you help.
Yes, yes!
Marauder champions are causing them problems. I am surprised, can't lie. We'll drop a plague in on these heavily armored lads then. Cause them some problems. Oh yeah, we're having some issues with these gutter runners. Pull them back. Drop the heal here. We activate the Whirl of Weeping Blades. Blend up these Norskins. Any ranged units for us to bully? Doesn't really look like it. We could summon some rats behind these guys though. Which I'm pretty keen to do. Those guys have rampaged out. Marauder champion got annihilated. Well, these spearmen go chase you. You're about dead, but we can kind of bring you in to claim these points. Just stop any of the ranged fire on us. I left these ogres all the way outside. Come on outside. Really bad play with our gutter runners here. No. Why would you go through that way? That is a fool move.
My blade slice awaits.
Go ahead and munch through this group here. Throwing those rocks into their backs. Make sure Snickage has help. Those axemen are about to run out of axes. We'll summon these guys in. These are berserkers though, so Snickage is one of the only ones who can actually fight them successfully. These guys are all driven out, no problem. This position belongs to us. Let's move forward and beat this down. You charge in on them. berserkers are in on our gutter runners. Don't like to see it.
Then leap.
We will pop the concealment bombs and run on away.
Moving. At once.
Lots of free shots in, which is amazing. Snipe. Weaken the armor on everyone there. They're having a hard time deciding to actually attack. Fighting is scary, can't lie. Charge in.
Council's command.
Beautiful rear charge and obliterate some Norskins. Rock should be beautifully throwing in behind. Chase those troops away. Surprisingly, they are able to actually fire, which would mean we're probably going to lose one of the big boys if we're not careful there. Oh, you guys move. Run away. Here comes some skin wolves. Whirl of Weeping Blades to slice through whoever's trying to fight you. Blend them up. The rest of these forces should be retreating soon. And that's the full break. They don't have it in them. Oh, right. We managed to defeat them. Not everyone even fell. They just broke and ran after we slaughtered a good deal of their forces. We'll go ahead and claim the victory. We'll sack the summon for 16,000. Ogre Blade. Please give us enough.
Death Master Snake.
That's awesome. So we'll stay a little bit close by.
Time to move.
Yeah, Nakari has joined up with the Crag clan for Norska. They have given themselves a fighting chance with this one.
Deadly.
Alright, but we have 22,000 in the treasury now. I'm going to do quite a bit of upgrading and possibly give us a couple more forces. We have another caravan moving on over too. Well, if we get lucky, we can grab them and the money that lies there within. But for now, I'm out of time for today. I've been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the Light God and a sub for the Sub Throne, and I'll see you on the next one.